Welcome back, Nashville. You're listening to A Guide to Healthy Living with Dr. Liz and Dr. Jason.
Yes, we are your chiropractic wellness health professionals. Again, my name is Dr. Jason Reinhardt. I have an office in Franklin, Tennessee, and you are?
Dr. Elizabeth Baker, and my office is down in Brentwood. Like he said, we're your health and wellness experts. We've got 23 years in practice together combined, dealing with different types of structural, musculoskeletal issues, but also just immune system issues, neurological issues. We're really good at that.
Yeah, we both have large family practices, meaning a lot of people say, like, what does that mean, a family practice? And what it means is pretty much we like to see them from kind of the cradle to the grave, if you will.
Exactly, yeah. We see people as old as, I think my oldest patient to date has been 98 years old. My youngest patient, 16 hours.
You just had a fun birthday for one of your patients.
I did.
How old was she?
She turned 90.
She turned 90. But
Yeah.
But there's a big difference between making it to 90 and making it to 90 self-sufficient, healthy, still living life.
She drove herself.
Yeah.
She drives
awesome.
herself every visit.
Yeah.
I hope I'm in as good a shape as she is when I get to 90. I've been to, nursing homes and things in the past, and there's people 10, 20 years younger than that doing way worse than she is, way worse, in wheelchairs, not able to help themselves, not able to walk, not able to feed themselves even. And it's all relates back to lifestyle choices that person made, 20 years prior to that even.
Yep. And Dr. Liz and myself, the reason behind this show, the reason why we're here, the reason that we go out to various businesses and we do lectures and we do talks, you can visit our website at aguidetohealthylivingradio.com, is that we want to show people that there's another way to achieve your health goals. We're chiropractors. We love being chiropractors, and we love educating people on what chiropractic is truly about. There's so many misconceptions about it, thinking that it's only for back pain, it's only for headaches, it's only for neck pain, and absolutely it does well for those. But chiropractors are really nervous system doctors. We're not back doctors. We adjust the nervous system to free it from interference so that your body can adapt to the environment and truly be healthy. What do you say about that, Dr. Liz?
I totally agree. To shorten everything he just said, I've been working on, I like to call it my new tagline. I don't know if you've heard me say this or not
what
yet.
is it?
So health is not hard. It's just about the smart choices you make along the way.
And that's the challenge here in America. I mean, if you think about it, I was just having this conversation, and we have more diet books, we have more gyms, we have more everything in this country. We have more obese people, we have more out of shape people, we have more people that want health in the worst way, but one, they don't have a clue about how to obtain it. And they're so lost, it's almost information overload. They've looked on the internet, they've read all the books, and they're just lost because nothing is working for them.
Too much.
It is.
And the good thing is, a lot of those diets are pretty good.
Yeah.
But the bad thing is a lot of those diets are really more for emergency, short-term, quick fix type stuff, but they're not sustainable. And that's where people find that it's difficult sometimes to follow those health regimens because they are so hard. The good thing is they don't have to be hard if you know what little choices to make along the way that makes it much easier long-term.
Yep. And Dr. Liz and I are also big into telling you the first step into getting healthy is to listen to your body. Now, if you're out there and you have pain, if you have symptomology, whatever your symptom might be, it might be numbness, might be tingling, might be digestive issues, it might be constipation, might be headaches, neck pain, all symptoms of your body screaming out. What's the body trying to tell us, Dr. Liz?
There's something wrong. There's an underlying problem. Your body is responding in a way that it was designed to keep you from messing it up. It's saying, hey, dork, quit doing what you're doing. You're hurting me. Stop it.
And
don't just cover it up with a pill. Ask why is it hurting?
100%. And symptoms are a beautiful thing. Now, no one likes to experience symptoms because they ruin our life. But symptoms are our body's way to communicate with us as saying there is an underlying problem. Guess what? Fix it and the symptom will go off. I like to say if you couldn't feel, it would be horrible to have your hand on a hot stove and the only way that you realize that your hand is burning is by looking at it and watching your hand disintegrate.
Smelling the burning skin.
Exactly. You feel the pain, you pull it away. The same thing happens with your body, but unfortunately in this country we've been told, well, let's focus on the symptom. If we can give you something and you don't feel the symptom anymore, therefore you're healthy.
Exactly. Like we've mentioned before, that's the same concept of your check engine light comes on and you just put a piece of black tape over it to ignore it because you don't have time to take it into the mechanic's shop. But then you drive that, another couple of weeks and all of a sudden your car just stops working. You could have done something about it when that check engine light came on, but now you can't because now you've I don't know. What happened to my car once was the timing belt exploded and it got tangled up in the thingies.
The thingies.
The thingies broke.
Yep, I know about those thingies.
And then my car was totaled. I couldn't even get it replaced from insurance because it was such a bad thing that happened in there. And had I been doing the maintenance checkups like I was supposed to, apparently I would have been able to know that timing belt needed replacing. I don't know what the heck a timing belt is, but that's why we take it to the professionals.
Yep. And that's why you're listening to A Guide to Healthy Living with Dr. Liz and Dr. Jason.
Hey, my name goes first.
I know. Here on 1510 WLAC. And also always visit us on our website, which is A Guide to Healthy Living Radio.com. But Dr. Liz, you do this so well, so I always like you to do it. I know there's people out there listening right now saying they are talking to me, or you're poking your spouse saying they are talking to you. Your body is screaming out with warning signals saying, get this fixed. What do we offer every show, pretty much?
Yeah, once a week, we set aside some special appointment times for the listeners of our show. We want you to take action, and we want you to come in and have your problems checked out, or even just see if maybe you have an underlying problem that you're not aware of yet, because if you've listened to our show in the past, sometimes you can have a problem and not feel it yet. So either way, if this is you or if you just want a good maintenance checkup, you can always call 615-727-3107 or, like Dr. Jason said, a guide to healthylivingradio.com. And each week we offer a limited number of spots in our schedule with either Dr. Jason or myself, where you can come in and have us do a consultation, an exam, special type of motion study x-rays. Those tests normally cost $250, but if you give us a call and get on our schedule, we'll let you test that out for $20.
There's not a better way to spend $20 than an investment in your health, period.
Or just to find out. Maybe you don't have anything wrong yet, but I had a patient this week that I'll talk about as soon as we come back from the break that baffled me almost. Like I was surprised at how bad her insides were, and she didn't feel bad at all. We'll be back in just a moment, but if you want to give us a call, 615-727-3107. You're listening to A Guide to Healthy Living with Dr. Liz and Dr. Jason. If you're sitting down and you're at a computer, a guide to healthylivingradio.com. You can follow us on Instagram there. You can follow us on Facebook. We post all kinds of cool stuff. So we'll catch you back here in just a minute, and I'm going to tell you about that patient who baffled me.
Welcome back, Nashville and all the surrounding areas. You are listening to A Guide to Healthy Living with Dr. Liz and Dr. Jason here on News Radio 1510 WLAC. When we left, Dr. Liz was about to tell us that about a patient that actually baffled her, which I want to hear about because she's been doing this for a while, and it's still cool that you still have surprises. But before we get into that, I want to also bring up something that Dr. Liz didn't bring up in the first segment. She is really hitting out of the park this week. She is going to be putting on a workshop at her office, weight loss, wellness, and wine. I like all three of those things. Dr. Liz, can you tell everybody about that, where they go, how they find it? I like the wine aspect. There's going to be wine there?
There'll be some wine there, yeah.
All right.
So each quarter, because this becomes a really big event in our office, I can't put it on every week, unfortunately. But each quarter, I put this workshop on for not only my patients, but for the community. My office is located down in Brentwood. And on Tuesday, May 2nd, that's just in a couple days from now, we'll be doing the weight loss, wellness, and wine workshop that we do. What I go over at this workshop are weight loss myths. I'm not big on, doing nutritional consults or anything like that in my office, but what I do like to go through is some of the stuff that most people think are good for you as far as losing weight that actually could be hindering you from losing weight. And some of them are pretty surprising, and you may not be aware that what you're doing is actually making it harder for you to lose weight. And some of them are surprising myths. So if you want to get to that seats actually really really are limited because I actually only have so many chairs that I can store in my office. So sometimes it ends up being standing room only anyways, but we do serve you a nice healthy dinner that does promote weight loss, and we talk about that as well, but it's only $10. And if you call my office, Maryland Farms Chiropractic, it's 615-309-8279, or if you want to just call our radio show number, 615-727-3107. Either way, you can figure out where we are. But if you want to get to that workshop, it's at 6 o'clock on Tuesday, May 2nd.
Yeah, give our office a call, because one of the things I love about this workshop is sometimes you go to seminars, and I always call it the rah-rah factor. You get so pumped up and you take all these notes and you get home and you're ready to implement and you can't wait. And then next thing you know, those notes are all in the bookcase and nothing happens. And then by the second week, you're right back to where you started.
So the good thing with this is you don't even really have to take notes on most of this stuff. You can just put it right into your brain and just know that when you go to the grocery store or when you go to a restaurant, you can automatically make a more responsible choice because you have knowledge, and knowledge is power.
And that's what I do, and also Dr. Liz does. And then what's going to happen at this workshop, it's bite-sized things that you can incorporate into your life right away to make substantial changes. And it's all about progress, not perfection. It's about baby steps in the right direction to get you towards your goal. And that's what you're going to get in this workshop, and also be able to sip wine while you're learning. I can't beat that.
And I feed you. I mean, what could be better?
Man, I'm going to show up, I think. I'm going to do my hair a little different. And
I think you should. So you can implement this in your office too. So maybe we'll both be there. Come and check us out. But like I said in the first segment, health does not have to be hard. Health is not hard. It just requires smart choices. And this is where we're taking the step to teach you those smart choices to take.
Yeah, and again, if you want to take that step right now, go to our website, aguidetohealthylivingradio.com. There you can find out information about us, where our offices are located. We also deal with a lot of other healthcare professionals, chiropractors. So if you're not in Franklin, if you're not in Brentwood, but you're like, man, I would really like to find someone, go there or give us a call and we'll get you connected with the right people. But also, if you're listening and you're saying, I am in Brentwood or I am in Franklin, I want to get my problems taken care of. I'm tired of having symptoms every day. I'm tired of the neck pain. I'm tired of the back pain. I'm tired of the headaches. I'm tired, period. We offer, for a limited number of people, a $20 investment in your health that you can come into our office. We offer special motion series x-rays where we can figure out what's going on with you and how to correct it and give you a different way to achieve your health goals, because you know as well as I do, it's not working for you. So if it's not working, we got to try something different, and that's what we're offering. So give our number a call, and that number is 615-727-3107, or go to our website, aguidetohealthylivingradio.com. Now I want to get into this. I'm so interested, Dr. Liz.
What were you going to say? My baffling patient.
That's what I was going to say. I want to get into this. I was getting there. Okay. I want to get into this. Dr.
Sometimes
Liz.
You get a little ADD and forget.
I do. Sometimes I get off on tangents. But I wasn't this time. I want to get into this baffling patient that you were talking about, Dr. Liz. I want to hear about this. Tell me about it.
Okay, so I have, I guess the long version of this story I'll try to shorten a little bit, but a maintenance patient. He's
Can you just tell what maintenance is, though, just in case? I know what that is, but what if someone's out there does, they work on maintenance? What is maintenance?
So maintenance patient would be somebody who's coming in to maintain the level of health that they are currently at.
So they made it through the initial portion and they got corrected. Now they're maintaining and continuing to improve in what you've already fixed.
Exactly.
Okay, gotcha.
So maintenance is basically like, brushing your teeth every day. That's maintenance for your teeth.
Wearing a retainer after you get braces off.
Wearing a retainer after you get braces off. That's maintenance for your orthodontics there.
Got it.
Those kind of things are maintenance care. So he's a maintenance care patient, and he's in his 60s, and he's been under chiropractic care for, I think he said probably 25, 30 years. So he's been a maintenance patient for a long time. And he sent us his girlfriend. She came to us and she kind of was like, I don't really know why I'm here, but we're going to call him Clark. Clark sent me in. Clark's not his real name, but Clark sent me in, and he says that you can help me because I snore all the time and I have terrible posture.
The girlfriend is snoring with terrible posture.
The girlfriend is snoring and has terrible posture, and Clark is irritated by this. So we'll call her Abigail. So
Clark and Abigail.
Clark and Abigail. These are not their real names, but Abigail was really confused. She'd never been to a chiropractor before, but I guess he had been harping on her long enough that she finally came in to check it out. And I said, awesome, Abigail, let's go through some stuff with you. Find out in her past history, she's had a couple of, fender benders and a couple of car accidents where the airbag actually deployed. She was big into more physical activity when she was younger as well. So she's had some, wear and tear over her lifetime, and then had a job where she sat at a desk a lot. So over her lifetime, she's had plenty of opportunities to get subluxated. And if you've listened to our show before, a subluxation is when your bones get out of place, they pinch on a nerve, and they can cause problems. And again, if you've listened to us before, we remind you that only 10% of the nerves cause pain. The other 90% just do something else. So that's what I told her we were going to be looking for, was to see if she had any subluxations that could potentially be causing, either the postural problem or the snoring condition. So we go back, do the exam, take those special motion study x-rays. During the exam, we do find I feel some subluxations that I'm able to actually palpate. So if that doesn't make sense to you, when a subluxation is bad enough, a chiropractor can actually feel it with their hands. It feels like a hard, rolly knot. To you, it feels kind of tender, maybe like a bruise almost, and sometimes even stabbing pain. I don't know if you've had any other adjectives to go with that, but
that's how it feels.
Yeah, that's about what it feels like. And so I said, you know what? Let's take that motion study. We get that motion study back, and she is in a full-blown phase 3 of degeneration. She's got multiple levels where if she were to have an MRI, she may have some bulging discs or even herniated discs that happened a long time ago, and she doesn't even hurt yet. And my concern for her is eventually this is going to hurt. And my concern for you is once yours start hurting, it's not going to be a 2 out of 10 pain. Once yours start hurting, it's going to be, an 8 or a 9 out of pain all of a sudden right out of the gate. It's going to be pretty bad once you start getting symptoms for this because it's so bad at this point. And I was just like, I don't understand how you're not in pain.
Yeah, and pain is a horrible guide to evaluate your health. People like to think, no pain, I'm healthy. Pain, then I go to see a doctor. 2 leading causes of death in our country, heart disease and cancer. By the time you have symptoms of either one, most of the time it's too late. So if you're out there listening, we're talking to you. You have these symptoms. Your body's screaming out. One more time, Dr. Liz, where do they go? I know we still have a number of spots left. Oh, well, maybe not that many, but we still have spots left. So can you tell them quick?
So if you want to get in to see either Dr. Jason or myself, give us a call, 615-727-3107. Or, if you're driving and you don't have a pen, just remember a guide to healthyliving.radio.com. There you can find information of how to contact us. But we offer a limited number of spaces each week, so give us a call. We'll be back in just a minute, and we've got some more information for you. I think we're going to give a couple more testimonials of some patients in our office.
And we'll talk about Dr. Liz's weight loss workshop going on. We'll be right back. Listen in for that.
You're listening to A Guide to Healthy Living with Dr. Liz and Dr. Jason. Sorry, I was zoning out there for a second. I thought Jason was going to say something there, but it was my turn. Before the break, we were talking about a number of different things and things that we talk about every week and what we deal with every day in our office. I know Dr. Jason wanted to talk a little bit about weight loss.
Yeah. I guess it's just a big topic in my office right now. The weather's nice, although it hasn't been. It's been a little bit rainy, but we're having
a lot bit rainy.
Yeah, but we're having these days now where you're starting to get real into spring fever. You're starting to think about vacations. And then one of the big things that are always a topic, especially with my female patients, is
getting in a bathing suit.
Bathing suits. My guys, too. No one wants, the big beer belly. So one of the big topics that, come up in my office is weight loss. And I love to talk about it, and I love to bring it into the chiropractic world because the beautiful thing about chiropractic is we're not treating symptoms. We're treating underlying causes where your body is not healing and functioning correctly. So it's very interesting. I have a lot of people, they're eating well, they're exercising, but they're so frustrated because they're going, the weight's not coming off, and I don't understand why. And I love to give a perspective to say, well, you can eat the best food, but let's just say that your stomach and your whole digestive system is working at 60%. You're getting 60% out of the best food that you're eating. Then let's even take it further. Okay, let's say your elimination, your bowel movements aren't happening on a regular basis. You're not removing toxins from your body. Your body's not processing food right. It's not eliminating food right. It's not functioning right. And that's where chiropractic comes in. Our job is to get your body functioning right. And a byproduct of that is you getting back to a more healthy weight. Now, we're not addressing weight loss. We're not a weight loss office. We're an office that specializes in getting your nervous system corrected, and your nervous system controls every aspect of your life. And that's why I love talking chiropractic.
Oh, so another thing.
Are you zoning out again?
Yeah, I was listening to you, but yeah, I was zoning out again. I thought you had more to say there.
Well, I do want to say one more thing, and this leads us into what you're doing, Dr. Liz, because, man, you are basically putting on a workshop. I'm banging on the desk here because I'm getting excited. That talks about weight loss. It talks about what I'm just talking about and getting people healthy.
Yeah, like I like to say, health isn't hard, and we want to give you the tips and tricks so that you can make smarter choices and smarter decisions. I know a lot of times people think, oh, Dr. Liz, you must eat so healthy. You probably don't eat any of this or that or that. And I'm like, well, yeah, you're kind of right. And the reason is you're right is because I choose to make those choices. It's not that I have to. It's not that I don't like those things. I just choose health over, extra 10 pounds.
I'll tell you what, though, too. Once you start feeling healthy, it gets a lot easier to continue making those choices. It's kind of like once you start getting in shape and you see those pounds coming off, it gets a lot easier to put away the ice cream because you feel so good and you're like, I'm not stopping this progress.
Right. And another thing with that ice cream thing, sugar is one of the most addictive substances on the planet, and it's completely legal. And that's just one of those things. If you start making a more conscious effort to just ingest less sugar, you eventually stop craving it so much. I'm going to admit I like to have a little taste of chocolate here and there, but I don't have it, in massive loads every day. I have it in just a small enough portion that I kick that craving and I'm good to go.
One of the big things that we are all about is not extremes. And it's hard when somebody says, you're on this diet and all you can eat is twigs and berries for the rest of your life. Who's excited about that?
Yeah, that's not even realistic.
I still love a pizza, love a beer.
I don't eat pizza. Me and pizza don't get along.
But
it's not worth it for me.
You'll have a burger. You'll have your cheat meals. And it's fine.
Even a burger, I choose to make a smarter choice, and I don't eat it with a bun most of the time.
You go bunless.
Yeah, every once in a while I eat a bun.
And if you set up ways to reach your goals where you're not depriving yourself to the point you go crazy, then it becomes actually not hard to do.
Yeah.
And that's what your workshop is about. It's showing you ways that you can actually do with you don't have to drive yourself crazy to the point where like, I can't go any further, I'm going to break. Because what it's truly about is lifestyle changes. That's why I don't like the word diet, because diet implies a short-term plan where you totally deprive yourself, you can't sustain it till you lose weight, and then all of a sudden you fall off, and that's where yo-yo dieting comes in. Dr. Liz's workshop and other workshops that we're going to be putting on during the years are about lifestyle modifications, things that you can sustain and that you don't have to go crazy and get off of.
Yeah, so I want to touch on something real quick before I talk about my workshop.
Okay.
So hang tight. If you're sitting ready and waiting with a pen, I'm going to give you some information on the workshop. But
all right. When
people use the word diet, and this is just something that popped into my head while you were talking.
Yep.
When we use the word diet as a representation of animals like cows, chickens, horses, elephants, whatever. When you say, what does a horse's diet consist of? What's the answer? Grass, grains, hay, that sort of stuff.
Salt lick.
Why? Yeah. Why is it when we say diet, according to humans, automatically our answer is depriving ourselves of stuff? Why is it not the same thing? Why is a human diet looked at as a negative thing? Like we're leaving things out when we talk about every other species diet as in what they should be eating every day. Why is it not the same for people?
I don't know. I've never thought of that.
Yeah. Anyway, it just popped into my head because when you use it for, humans, it's a negative tone versus every other animal. It's just what they're designed to eat.
And that's
like a koala's diet, eucalyptus.
And I think diet has, a negative connotation to it. I don't like to say diet in my office. I say lifestyle modification because diet to me implies something that's not sustainable.
Yeah, because like the koala example, a koala's diet consists of eucalyptus. It's not like when I say a koala's diet means a koala is giving up pizza and carbs and cheese. That doesn't even make sense.
No.
Anyway, so that's just food for thought.
Yep.
Deep Thoughts by Dr. Liz.
And if you just tuned in, you're listening to A Guide to Healthy Living with Dr. Liz and Dr. Jason here on News Radio 1510 WLAC. As always, you can visit us on our website, A Guide to Healthy Living Radio.com, or you can give us a call. What's that number, Dr. Liz?
615-727-3107.
And every week we offer a limited number of spots so that if you're out there listening and saying they're talking to me, I need to get in, I need to take action, I need to listen to my body and get this corrected. Can you tell them about that?
Yeah, we offer a limited number of spots to come check out me and Dr. Jason in the office, or let us know if you're looking for somebody else around the state or around the country even. We can help you find somebody. But that test is normally $250 for us to check you out and take those special motion study x-rays. Give us a call, 615-727-3107, or check us out at a guide to healthy living radio.com. And that test is only $20.
Only 20. And keep your pencils out because we have one more thing going on. Dr. Liz is going to be offering a weight loss, wellness, and wine workshop at her office. Tell us about that, too.
Yeah, on Tuesday night, May 2nd, that's just a few days from now, at 6 o'clock p.m., we will be hosting Weight Loss, Wellness, and Wine. I do this once a quarter, and it is always something that the patients are really excited about. I've had plenty of patients come to more than one of these events before, and they always look forward to it because I always add just a little bit more to each workshop. So it's open to patients, but it's also open to the public and the community. My office is down in Brentwood, and the seats are very limited because I only got so many chairs.
And if they want to do this, they should call your office. Is that correct?
They can call the office at Maryland Farms Chiropractic, and if you've got a pen, that number is 615-309-8279. The cost for the workshop is only $10. I serve you dinner, I serve you some wine, and you sit down and just learn something that you can take home and make changes that night.
Yep, and it's something that you can implement right away. It's in a relaxing environment. You're sipping wine, you're having good food, and the food is an example of what you should be eating.
And guess what? It tastes good.
And you're proving our point where everything's in moderation because you're talking about weight loss, but you're letting them drink wine.
Yep, everything in moderation. Dr. Liz drinks wine. I don't drink it every night. I don't necessarily drink it every weekend, but I do like me a good glass of red wine every once in a while.
Yep, I do too.
And I'll admit, my glass might be technically more than one serving when I pour it. It's a little heavy-handed.
You do a heavy pour, but it's
my one glass.
It's your one glass, and you take advantage of that one glass. But again, what is that number for your office?
615-309-8279. Seats are limited for that weight loss workshop. But if you want to come in as a patient, check us out at a guide to healthy living radio.com or 615-727-3107. You can just give us a call straight from there.
Yep, do it now. Take action. Listen to your body. It's probably been screaming at you for more than a couple days. Now is the day to take action. Go to the website. Give us a call. A guide to healthy living radio.com. What's that number one more time?
615-727-3107. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. This is A Guide to Healthy Living with Dr. Liz and Dr. Jason here on News Radio 1510 WLAC. As always, our website, a guide to healthy living radio.com. We're here. We're talking about getting active. We're talking about what we're seeing in our offices right now. We're talking about people who actually I'm seeing, unfortunately, are trying to get active, but they're getting injured.
Oh, yes. It's bikini season, and what's on the top of everybody's mind is not looking so flubbery when they get out to the beach, when everybody's headed down to Destin. I think that's where most people go from Tennessee is the Panhandle, or just at the pool at your apartment or condo or whatever. But I know a lot of times after Thanksgiving, we kind of fall off of our good eating habits and exercise because life just gets busy and all of a sudden you wake up and it's May.
Yeah, it happens fast. And it's interesting because when I'm sitting down with new patients, finding out their histories and what happened and what brought them into the office. And I hear a lot of, I haven't been exercising for the last 6 months. And, for the past 2 weeks, I've been trying to do it 7 days a week. And now I'm injured.
Yeah. Or I would like to start working out, but I can't because it hurts.
Yeah.
Maybe they haven't been able to do 7 days a week. Maybe they didn't injure themselves. Maybe they haven't even been able to start.
Yeah. And
That's a goal for a lot of people.
It amazes me, too, that you talk to people and they say, I want to start, let's just say running, because I have a lot of runners I take care of. And they say, my IT bands, my knees, my low back, my neck, my mid-back, shoulders. And I'm like, how long has this been bothering you? And they're like, off and on for 5 to 10 years. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, wow, your body has been talking to you to five or 10 years saying
and
to get this.
adapting to that.
Yeah. And I get it when we're a society right now that doesn't have time for the pain. We have so much going on that, a lot of people are just like, you know what, I got to put myself second. I got to put head down and plow through it. But really, you're doing yourself a disservice because all that's happening is you're making a problem worse that you're going to finally break down on. And then it's going to take you a lot more money, a lot more time, and your outcomes might not be as positive because there's limitations of matter. And if you're reached a certain point, then when you come and see Dr. Liz or myself, we can still help you, but maybe we can't help you as much as we could if you would have listened to your body when it started telling you in the beginning.
And believe me, both Dr. Jason and I are both very busy. I personally don't have a free weekend until like mid-June. I get a free weekend off and then I have to keep going again. So I understand that time is precious, but I cannot imagine having to go through all the stuff that I've got on my schedule if I felt like crap, if my back hurt, if my neck hurt, if I had headaches all the time. I couldn't even imagine trying to get through that stuff. Wedding season's coming up. I've got a wedding that I'm in, so there's a lot of events with that. Traveling, if you're in Tennessee, of course, you got steeplechase. You want to be able to get there and enjoy that. So there's all sorts of stuff going on that I'm glad that I take care of myself so that I know in 6 weeks from now I'm not running dry.
Well, we weren't put on this earth to live in pain. Pain exists for a reason to say, hey, take action, figure out what's making you hurt, correct it, and then the pain will go away. It's just like the gas light going on in your car. The gas light's not the problem. The problem is you don't have fuel in your tank. Put fuel in your tank, the gas light goes off. Problem is we don't listen to our bodies, or we self-medicate and we mask the pain, and then it just continues to go and go and go till finally we just break down, and then we take action and go see someone. And I'm out there to encourage you. Don't do that. Your body is telling you you need to take action. Take action, get it corrected, and live your life.
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier in this episode, when my car's check engine light came on, my timing belt thingy did whatever it did in my engine and it blew up. And that's because I didn't take it into the experts to have its normal tune-up checked on. And that's what happened to me. And I ended up having to get a whole new car.
Yep. So if you don't want to...
It was a lot more expensive that way.
And if you don't want to have to get a whole new car, go to our website, aguidetohealthylivingradio.com. Call us, 615-727-3107. Every show, we give a limited number of appointments for you to come in for. It's only a $20 investment in your health. Normally, the cost is about $250. We will sit down with you. We will figure out what's going on with you. We'll put you through a special series of x-rays we do called a motion study x-ray that only about 700 chiropractors know how to do and are trained to do, where we can see exactly what's going on, what's working, what's not working, so that we can show you what we can do to get you to whatever you're being deprived from, whether that's running or playing with your kids or sleeping or you're snoring. Let's
or maybe
get it
you
fixed.
just want to get in the gym so you can lose that last 10 to 20 pounds before you go to the beach in June.
Or maybe you're tired of having headaches every day or 3 or 4 times a week and living on Advil and Excedrin.
I'll tell you something else, that when I get adjusted regularly, and when I say regularly, I don't go a single week without at least one adjustment because I know the benefits to my body. It also helps with just your energy level. I mean, if you just listen to all the crap that I've got going on between now and the middle of June, if you had no energy, that would be miserable.
Yep. And study after study shows if you take care of yourself, your body's going to give you great life. But if you don't, it's either pay now or pay later. And unfortunately with Americans, it's like they say the first 50 years of life, we put our health on the back burner. We focus on job, everything else. And then at that point, when you hit that 50 years of life, we give it all back trying to regain our health.
And a good analogy for that, it just popped into my head, pay now or pay later. We take better care of maybe our retirement fund by, if you pay into it now, you get to have the benefits of it later. And you can even pick whether you want to pay taxes now or when you take it out. Taxes ain't going down. Same with your health. It's not just going to magically get better. It's easier to pay your taxes now so that you can actually get it all back later.
Yeah, and it's not like your 90-year-old patient you were talking about that you just celebrated her birthday in your office said, man, I'm 89, I'm going to start taking care of myself, and she just got lucky that she's living the life she's living. She took action steps that have paid off.
Yeah, she's doing great. She drives herself into the office once to twice a month, gets her maintenance adjustment that she's been getting for, I think, 30 years or so, and that's what's keeping her in the best shape that she is. And she will be the first to admit, just about every visit she comes in, she thanks me. She says, Dr. Liz, I don't know where I'd be without you. I don't know if I could do this without you. And, she's made me cry a couple times just because that's so touching.
We love to be part of people's health regimen. It's awesome to be along that journey with them.
Exactly. If you've tuned in just now, you're listening to A Guide to Healthy Living with Dr. Liz and Dr. Jason. And our passion is to guide you through what health really is and what health should be. Each week we do offer a special limited number of spots to come see us in our office so that we can check out your health. Let us help you guide you through that. That test is normally $250, and it includes a consultation, special type of motion study x-rays, as well as an exam. But for our radio listeners, we've only got a few spots left for the week. It's only $20. So you got to give us a call, 615-727-3107. Or if you don't have a pen, check out A Guide to Healthy Living Radio.com.
Yep, go there. And kind of the theme of this show has been listening to your body.
Yeah.
Your body is an amazing, amazing creation. And pain, other symptoms, they exist to tell you that there's a problem.
Yeah,
in America, we don't listen, though.
The other theme that was unintentional ended up being weight loss.
Weight loss, which actually is perfect because Dr. Liz has a weight loss workshop coming up.
Yeah, so the other theme ended up unintentionally being weight loss. We kind of just showed up today and just started talking, and that's what happened. So I do have a weight loss workshop coming up Tuesday, May 2nd at 6 p.m. My office is in Brentwood, and that's where the workshop will be held. But what we're going to go over is weight loss myths, things that you're doing to actually stop you from losing weight. You may think that they're helpful and good, but you may be surprised that what you do could be stopping your weight loss goals.
And it's amazing how it's the little things that add up to the big problems.
Yeah, so if you're interested in checking out what those weight loss myths are, you can, of course, call the radio show number 615-727-3107. Check us out there. My information is there as well on the radio show website, A Guide to HealthyLivingRadio.com. Or heck, if you just want to go straight to my office, you can go 615-309-8279. That's a whole lot of phone numbers, so hopefully you had a pen to write that down.
And it's only a $10 investment. You feed them, you give them wine, and you give them information about how to lose weight for $10.
I title it Weight Loss, Wellness, and Wine.
And wine. So, I mean, you can't beat it. I don't think that you could actually get the meal you serve and wine for $10 if you did it yourself, can you?
No.
I don't think you can.
I think it actually costs me more money to feed everybody than it does for them to come in. And the reason I charge $10 is because I have a limited number of seats. I only have so many seats for so many butts to go in those seats because I only have so much place to store, 15 chairs. So
you do pretty good about getting everyone in, getting them comfortable. And
yeah, I do. And I have had people say they don't care, they don't want dinner, they just want to come, and they stand in the back. I had that happen last time. We ended up having about 25 people at that workshop, and it was really crowded, but it was a wonderful time, and people had great questions, and we got them all answered, and some of those people have actually lost weight. And this was just 3 months ago we did the last one.
And the crazy thing is the people who actually lost weight, they implemented what you talked about.
And they did say it was easier than they thought, mostly because they didn't know what they were doing was bad.
Yeah, that's what I hear all the time. It's not a lack of effort. It's not a lack of willpower. It's a lack of knowledge.
Knowledge is power.
Yeah, and you're banging your head against the wall trying to get a different result doing the same thing over and over again, and that's insanity. We're going to show you a different way so you can get a different result.
Yeah, so we like to teach you how to take tiny steps. One little tiny step will pivot you to the left just a little bit. But if you look a mile down the road, you could end up in a different town. Well, maybe further than a mile, but versus if you stepped a tiny step to the right. Little steps make big changes down the road. And that's what our goal is, to show you that health ain't hard. You just got to know how to get there.
What do they say? A journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step.
That's true. That's very true. So we want to put you on the right path to make sure that your journey ends up in the right spot. So check out our website, A Guide to HealthyLivingRadio.com. We have past episodes on there. Actually, I'm a little behind. I need to upload a couple episodes. But also information for Dr. Jason's office or for my own office. If you don't have a computer, I don't know who doesn't have a computer nowadays, but give us a call, 615-727-3107. Check us out there. Get in contact with us. We've got a few spots left as far as new patient appointments in our office. Remember, that test is only $20. You spend $20 on more stupid stuff in the week than you do on your own health. So get in to see us.
Yep.
615-727-3107. You're listening to A Guide to Healthy Living, and I guess we're going to have to wrap this up.
Yeah, as always, have a great week.
Bye.